like this way. It looked good until I took it off. How's it going, eh? Jeez, do I look ridiculous enough? Maybe it's less visible this way. It was a good idea. I was happy.
Fold it.
all
Try
in.
folding it.
Oh, jeez, good thinking. I look like a really old man now. Thanks. Evil.
If I represent, yo.
I was gonna write you an email, but I'm a little drunk, and spelling is a sober person's game. So I feel I owe you a splanation. I'm sorry. A splanation.
I'm losing a fight with a button. It seems to be our thing with clothes. Well, welcome back, our hellions, our agents, and our wonderful viewers. I am X7, and with me, as always, is my wonderful co-host and eternally patient co-host, one Lilith Draco.
Hi, welcome back. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave us a comment.
Yes, please do. And just watch a little longer or watch the whole thing. It's always great fun. We're very entertaining. Just ask us.
We are.
I'd say to ask our parents, but they do think we're cool and no, take that.
Eh.
All right, this is kind of strangling me now. Well,
All right.
well,
What are you
opened-
drinking tonight?
Okay, I have not opened it yet, but in honor of the season, well, it's called Rogue, but it's not. Does Rogue even have a real name?
I don't know.
Not that. It's Santa's Private Reserve Stout.
Excellent.
The 6 point something or another. And this is a first, haven't had one before. And thanks to our technical difficulties, I haven't even opened it yet. And I'm dying. So, Slanchava.
Skull.
Oh, okay, that's a lot bitter.
Is it?
Bitterer than I would have imagined for a 6.6.
Huh. I'll have to see if I can get one at my liquor store.
You could always ask Santa to bring you one.
I could.
And,
But-
but you're. I wouldn't recommend it for you.
No.
I know you well enough. A sip will do. But it's not bad. I do the Yeti that I like, the 9%er, is a little more bitter. It's like a 65, 70 IBU, which is my limit for the most part. Unlike Miss 100 and 110. But I'd get it again.
Good.
It's seasonal.
You okay there?
Yeah. Just remembering to breathe air and drink beer.
Just breathe.
Well, I was quoting Shran, who has to remind herself to eat food and drink air, drink water and breathe air.
Drink water.
But yes,
Breathe air.
I don't want to put Shran and Zoltan. Yeah, I can't even finish that sentence. What do you got tonight?
So I also have a drink for the holiday. I've had one of these last year, but it is the Griswold Holiday Ale. Because that is my favorite Christmas movie
And how
from
is
Red
it?
Rock Brewing.
I think I have. When I was in Moab, I got something from Red Rock and brought it home.
It is.
How do you like the winter ales?
I think it's pretty good. It's a good, a little bit different than my IPAs, but I do enjoy them.
Yeah, I like them. There's one that Breckenridge makes, Breckenridge Brewing, and it's a seasonal, obviously, and it's 7 point something. It's
This
quite
one's an
tasty.
8.5.
Yeah, yeah, I would try. I would try that. I like winter ales and Scotch ales because they tend to go a little darker. Scotch does. I don't know about the winter.
This, if you see it in the glass, it's a little bit darker than,
Oh, uh, a pale ale.
yeah.
Have you tried American pale ales at all, or the other? There are other IP or PAs, but I mean India's the
There,
oldest one.
yes, and we viewers, if you want to learn about IPAs, we do have a beer video where I get into the history and everything of IPAs. So yes, I have tried some of the different ones.
Really, the only one. It's funny that the only one that I would think about even drinking is yours, which I
It's
haven't.
the best
I
one.
could get in abundance.
Yeah, it's the best one.
Except until the bitter hits you on the way back. But I wouldn't drink it and go to a grocery store, though.
So speaking of the holiday, we are going to be talking about Yule. This video, the
Do we want-
splanation. All right, so I do have some notes on Yule. Have you done any Yule videos in the past?
No, I did last year. I did a 7-song Friday, of Yule / Christmas / holiday cheer songs, and I'll probably do it again, but nothing specific off the top of my head. Trying to remember now, and I don't think so. I probably mentioned it, but I've got some more things things to talk about. Obviously, Charlie Brown and
Yep.
just some other stuff, but I haven't done anything specific. No. So no, I have not.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
So Yule is a winter festival that is historically was observed by the Germanic people, and then now today it is celebrated by mostly the neo-pagans. And it coincides with the winter solstice, which is December 21st or 22nd, I believe.
I think it's the 21st this year.
Is it 21st this year?
I can take a quick peek while you talk.
Okay. Yule is one of the oldest winter solstice festivals. Its roots are difficult to trace, but started among the ancient Norse thousands of years ago. And like most winter solstice festivals, Yule is celebrated with lights, fire, and feasting.
Feasting.
Oh, yes. Some historians think that sacrifices were an important part of the celebration, but they don't have evidence for 100% for that.
This year's solstice is the 21st, the longest
Okay.
night.
Okay. Which it will be the shortest day, and so we'll be going into the longer daylight hours.
It's the 21st. Yes, so we'll be recording on that, I believe.
Yes. On that day?
Yeah, on that because it's a Sunday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yule became a name for Christmas around the 9th century. According to the saga of, I'm going to butcher these names, King Hakon Haraldsson, or he also went by Hakon the Good, from Norway. So he ruled in the 10th century, and the Norse Yule celebration and the Christians' Christmas celebration were merged during this time, during his reign. So he became a Christian after a visit to England, and then he went back to Norway and he put into law that Yule should be celebrated at the same time as Christmas. And everyone was required to have ale from a measure of grain and keep the holiday while the ale lasted or else be subject to a fine.
Well, that's
You
not
drink and
fair.
celebrate, or you're paying me money.
I think I know what I'd choose.
One thing that is used is the Yule log, which was a large log that they would burn up to 12 days during the festival. They don't do that now in Europe. They will actually make a cake. So it's one of those round or those spiral cakes, and they decorate it to make it look like a log. So that's how they have continued the Yule log tradition.
And then there's always some television station that shows a burning log for all day on Christmas.
Yes. I enjoy those YouTube videos where it's just the crackling of the fire. And there's usually like a window with snow falling. I will put that on in December as part of my Yule celebrations.
Very good.
Like I said, in modern times, Yule is celebrated with solstice by the neo-pagans. For Wiccans, Yule is the second Sabbath of the Wheel of the Year, marked with rituals to welcome the return of the sun, so the longer days.
Right. That makes my sainted mother happy when the days start getting longer again. And then sad when they're short.
Yeah.
Extreme
Some
close
neo-pagans observe Yule by staying awake until the dawn to observe the cycles of nature.
The young ones, anyway.
Yes. I will typically, like I said, I'll have that fire going. I'll have, several feasts leading up to Yule or Christmas or the solstice. And then I will usually do a personal ritual and offering to my goddess.
Which, yes, we'll talk about at some point.
Yes.
I was wondering, and I'm still wondering because just a personal interest, but we can talk about that later, sometime later, because I was wondering if that was something you did, the sacrifice. Please don't sacrifice.
No.
I didn't mean that. Jeez, I am completely empty, so even a 6%.
Yeah, nice. So that's the notes I have on Yule.
Well, obviously growing up, both of us growing up in non-pagan households and non-pagan country, essentially. The thing the obvious association is with both the Christian belief and then Santa
Yeah.
and that. So it was always, and getting out of school for 2 weeks so we could drive our parents crazy instead of the teachers, and watching specials, which were always a
Yep.
big deal. And that was, just, it was, the family thing. I've never had too much of the family drama that everyone talks about, but I can see how people can, because there's a lot of pressure on people to have the perfect outing, the perfect dinner, the perfect
Right.
gift, especially. I'm very much against the commercialization of any kind of holiday, no matter who celebrates it or what belief it is, because it's just, materialism. Not that I don't like getting gifts, but
Right.
but it's just, it's easier just to give someone a random gift during the year, and much more generally because it's something you've thought about. But be that as it may, it was always fun. I mean, especially here in Fossil Bed and up there in the 19th century. It snowed and you got
Yes.
to play. And when you're little, the snow doesn't bother you nearly as much because you don't have to shovel it. But it was getting out, and and your friends would come by and random people would stop. And I was out in the county, so further out in the county, and we didn't have carolers, so I didn't have to pelt them with snowballs.
Do people go caroling still?
No, I don't think here because it's too frickin' cold. But I did when I was younger and still involved in the Methodist Church.
Well, yeah, I did too when I was younger, but I haven't seen people going caroling, and so
No.
maybe
Any
just I haven't seen it and people still go and do it, or I have no idea.
When I was in San Diego, the church did. But they would go to specific. They would go to houses of the members, inbound
Okay.
or housebound members of the church, older. So they knew people that wouldn't throw eggs at you. So maybe that still happens. I
Okay.
could ask my sainted mother. She was just at her church today. But I don't know. That's an interesting question,
Yeah.
because you just never know who you're coming up to
Oh no.
anymore. And not that I would throw eggs at anyone, but why would you stand outside and freeze if you don't have to? In San Diego, you couldn't get out. You couldn't get away with that excuse because.
Oh, I know.
Even in December when it was
Glorious weather all
Cold.
year long.
60 degrees. Yeah. Oh man, that was one assignment.
Yeah, I remember one Christmas we walked around Miramar Lake, and I remember just wearing a light jacket, and I believe that was one of the times I got pooped on.
Hummingbird poop. I mean, if you're gonna get pooped on by a bird,
At least it was a hummingbird.
Because it was like, some guy with lifted truck. It was
Yes.
that small. But Lilith has had some unfortunate encounters with birds and their defecation.
One time might be considered lucky and might be lucky, but when it's multiple,
As long as it wasn't seagull crap, and I've
That's-
seen that happen to people.
that would have been bad.
Because they do they're a necessary part of the world, but they eat everything. They literally will eat everything.
Yes.
Her tail's all puffed out. That thing is just not going down. I should probably take it away from her so she can rest. But maybe she'll sleep tonight.
Maybe.
Anyway,
All right.
I think that's good for Yule. Just a general overview.
General overview.
That's the word. I was getting it. I know the line.
I thought I'd help.
Did I
Your
help you when you?
Old
did I
man
help
brain.
you? Did I help you that one time? I don't even remember what you were trying to say, but
No, you never
You
do.
put
You
it
just
out
sit
there.
there and laugh and while I'm struggling to get the words out.
well, you kept doing. I couldn't even get a word in edgewise. All right, so that is just a very general view of Yule and the history of it. And it's still a fun time as long as you just
Yes.
don't take it too seriously. I think. I mean, we have a smaller family, so it's just going to be me and Mom this year. So maybe a pizza.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
whirlpool.
A Yule pizza. That sounds good.
Well, that chili I had last night was delicious.
Mm.
I don't know if I told you that after the picture of Ted,
No.
but it was really spicy, and I
Oh,
loved it.
nice. Nice.
I was the only one that was like raving about it. But it was really good. Anyway, be that as it may, have a Christmas chili, have a Yuletide chili. That'll keep you warm on both ends eventually.
Yes.
So, if you have questions, leave them in the comments for us. We'll answer them. What are your
Yes.
Yuletide celebrations? That's a good one. Tell us. And if you've watched this far, bless you. I'm X7. We are going to wrap things up. With me, as always, was my informative co-host, one Lilith Draco. We'll be seeing you.
Bye. Live long and prosper.
I got beer.
I got bottled breast milk.
Why don't we start with the beer?
Okay,
So you like the beer?
I do. Although it's actually a lager.
Huh. What's the difference between beer and lager?
I don't know. We could look it up.